Welcome back to 6 News on this Friday night. Time to take a look at your weather, starting off with your totals for today. And again, hit it right on the nose today, 92 and 69. That's basically right where we're supposed to be. The problem is, as it has been, and you're going to hear me say this about 1,000 times for the next 3 months, is the humidity, because the temperatures are not that bad. We're seeing 82 in Gatesville, 80 in Lampasas, 80 in San Saba right now. Seeing some different numbers on the east side of I-35, and we'll get to that in just a second. But take a look at the heat index values west of I-35, 82, but it feels like 92 right now in Gatesville. And again, those mid-80s there for the heat index values west of I-35. So what gives? Why are things a little bit different? Why are we splitting right along I-35? So let's take a look here. So we had some showers and thunderstorms primarily in southeast Texas. A couple of them did sneak into the Brazos Valley though. But when you get these thunderstorms, especially when we get into these summer months, they can produce some very gusty outflow winds. Well, what is an outflow wind? Well, it means basically just air rushing out of the storm, hits the ground, spreads out in all directions. So it's going to go by very fast. I tried to slow this down, but I guess I didn't click save. But you see this storm right here that's over Burleson County. Watch what happens here. We're going to let this roll one more time. See a little green arc? It's on there for just a second and comes across Bell County. That's an outflow boundary. That's very gusty winds. It didn't pop up any thunderstorms along that outflow boundary, but what it did was bring about 20, 30-mile-an-hour winds through Bell County and drop temperatures about 10 degrees and drop the humidity for a brief period of time. So that's what thunderstorms can do for us in the summer, especially even if they're not impacting our area. You know, we can still feel some of those effects as they come through. We did have one storm make a run at Bell County. You can see it right here. It didn't make it very far. Once that outflow boundary came in, brought a little bit of cooler, drier air, it kind of took all the energy out of that storm, and then the sun went down, and then it was really time for all those storms to kind of go to bed. And you can see that's exactly what's happening right now. So that's why we sometimes get these thunderstorms, and they can actually help us in terms of the heat from time to time. Across the area, across the region, again, we saw the storms in southeast Texas. Once again, more storms out in west Texas, but the good news for us anyway is that these shouldn't impact us. Those should stay well to our west as they move to the southeast. So keeping an eye on that for the folks out in West Texas and the big country. For us here in Central Texas, we're going to stay quiet the rest of the night. Do have some storm chances for the weekend though. For Saturday, very similar setup to what we saw today, with those storms coming up from the Gulf, making it up into the Brazos Valley, a couple of them trying to make a run at Central Texas. For Sunday, I want to show you this. Okay, and this is the only model that I have that is showing me this sort of outlook for Sunday. I'm showing this as the outlier. Again, we expect primarily isolated scattered showers, thunderstorms on your Sunday. This, again, is the one forecast model that's bringing this very large complex of storms out of Oklahoma all the way into central Texas. Again, this is the only model I have that's showing that. Every other model is showing us isolated scattered showers and thunderstorms, but if this does verify on Sunday, I don't want you to say I didn't tell you that it was a possibility. It is. It's just not a very likely possibility. So keep that in mind. Isolated scatters and showers and thunderstorms, that's what I'm expecting for Sunday. And for that reason, only got about a 20% chance. Mid-70s by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. Lower 90s by the time we get to tomorrow afternoon. And again, those heat index values are going to feel like they're right there in the lower 100s across the area. And then as we head through the rest of the weekend into next week, we're going to keep a rain chance in the forecast into Monday. It's not the best rain chance. It's 20%. Then we're going to stay dry Tuesday and Wednesday before we get to the Juneteenth holiday. And then we're going to start bringing some showers and thunderstorms back into the forecast. Again, isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms as we head into next week. Remember to keep up with everything. You can download our 6 Plus app. It's free. It's on your smart TV. And you know, we'll live stream anytime the weather gets a little out of hand.